2025-2026. It's the Lexus who take on the Super 11 in this exciting finals on this Friday morning. And we will see how the encounter goes about between these two teams who are all set and ready for action. You know, the match officials have made their way out of the center. We are slightly delayed, you would see, definitely because of the weather that we have. It's pretty dew. It was, sort of drizzles in the morning. Not too much, but a little bit. But before we move ahead, let's have a look at the playing 11 for both the teams, beginning with Lexus. There's Julius Cyril Mendes, the captain. Vinu Ramachandran, the wicket keeper. Ismail Hanif. Thinagaran. There's Mohammad Qadri, Farhan Abdul Qadir, Mohammad Usman, Asad Abdul Salam, Sai Kesam Sethi, Samir Tajauddin, and Zurain Ansari. Whereas for the Super 11, there's Irfan Basha, the captain, Syed Abdul Munaf, the wicket keeper, Srinath, Saud Mohammed, Zaid Abdul Razak, Mario Prabhu. The youngster has been given the opportunity in the finals, Mario Prabhu. There's Syed Nani, Nazmul, Mohammed Rishan, Mohammed Burhan, and Asad Ibrahim Haswari. So that's the lineup for both the teams. We are all set and ready for the action to start. The match officials have made their way out. The very senior umpires, Mustafa Qazi and Abdul Qayyum. Irfan with the ball in hand. We're all set in action for this match. Let us see how it happens. Julius on striker's end, and Thinagaran to start. So here we go. Ball number 1. Thinagaran on strike. Starts off with a good one, Irfan. So runs on the board straight away for Lexus. That's an appeal. That's gone, is it? No, there was slightly an appeal, but nothing concrete for the umpire to consider anything about that. So definitely the first 6 overs with the power play are going to be really crucial for both the sides, for the Super 11 to try and stop those runs. But on the other hand, for Lexus, it's all about the opportunity to get going with those runs. One good thing, and a very brave decision, I would say, that the Super 11 have given the opportunity to Mario Prabhu, relatively a youngster, plays with the, under 16, under 18, under 16 team. And on this big stage, in this big finals, giving him the opportunity is really very special and also, encouraging for the youngster. So kudos to the captain of Super 11. It's the big finals. And this is all that we wait for, 74 matches or 70 plus matches that have happened in this, in the league stages. And the early Friday morning, 6 o'clock. We had the toss to decide who gets to bat first. It was Lexus who won the toss. It was their decision to bat. Pressure on Julius because, 4 dots is what he's played so far. There's only been a run in this particular over. Irfan has kept that line pretty much straight. Oh, this is a good one again. But luckily for Julius, he walks around the onside. He'll keep the strike. It's the end of that first over for Lexus. There are 2 for no loss. So the first over has been done. 2 runs, 2 without a wicket for Lexus. They have to get going in the 6 overs, as I keep mentioning about. Also, the other factor for the Super 11 is the dew out there. There's pretty much, that's going to hamper the spinners when they come out to bowl, because gripping the ball is not going to be that easy. And as we speak, there's going to be Burhan, who comes in from the garden end. Right arm over the wicket to Julius, the captain of Lexus. Plays it on the onside. Quick single. So for Tinagaran, they have kept a man at the deep mid-wicket region and a fielder at the deep extra cover region. On the onside. Looking for the second. Julius, where is he running? Wasn't there. That would have been really risky had he gone for the second one. But Tinagaran sensed that and he sent him back in time. So 2 for 6, Tinagaran 2 of 2. So far there hasn't been a boundary, and Tinagaran has just faced 2 deliveries. Straight towards the man, no single. So as I, in the com box, go about the match, I've been joined by one of the favourites for everyone in Kuwait cricket, Mr. Deepak Darji, the all-rounder. He's the commentator, he's a cricketer, he's the scoring official, he's the broadcasting crew, you name it, and he's there everywhere. So Deepak bhai, a very good morning and welcome to this big finals.
Thank you, Jason, for appreciation. It's going to be a really interesting one. Both the teams have really played well throughout the tournament to get to this grand finale. A brilliant delivery from Burhan just over the infield. Mario was leaping in the air to get to the ball, unable to do so. Finally, something came from the middle of the bat of Julius, and he gets the boundary towards the long on region.
So there you would see, he went up, Mario doing his best, jumping up high up, but it was way above him towards the boundary region. So Deepak bhai, I really have to comment about the passion that you have. 2 matches yesterday that you were there in the com box, and today morning you'll have 2 matches with me, and then the scoring duty. He is all over, the place here with all the matches. So you'll have a lot of insights about each and every player, and we'll come to that, as we progress about the game. But so far in this over, in spite of that boundary, it's only been 5 runs. So Lexus have got to pick up the way they score, and especially Julius, 6 of 9.
Absolutely, you need to be have a madness in your mind about cricket, then only you can do all those things all together.
And this madness has been here with you for more than 15 years. So, that's amazing to the longevity of it. You can be mad, but then the longevity, 15 plus years, my goodness, and still counting, probably another 15 years or more.
Thank you, Jason. But excellent delivery to end the over number 2 by Burhan. 6th and game of that over from him. Lexus 8 without loss after 2 overs.
So Irfan to continue 2 runs in his first over, and he starts off with that wide. Again, the extras is what they got to control, but it's early on. I think that's the first extra of the innings. The Super 11 have a very good bowling attack. So I don't think that Irfan would have minded to bowl first. I'm banking on Thinagaran to go about those big hits, which haven't come so far, though he hasn't faced those many deliveries. I know between that, Deepak Bhai, we were talking about that match last night between AP11 and the Salmia strikers. Deepak was telling me about the way the match went about the last over. It was a nerve-biting, encounter, and hopefully we have one against between these two teams. Let us see. It's still early.
Absolutely. Both the team fought till the end, and in the end it was Salmia striker who get the better of AP11 and gets the victory. So this time Thinagaran played on the offside. Excellent piece of work in the field by Saud. Diving, and unfortunately he's unable to stop that one as ball sails over the boundary rope. Fuller on the off, just opening the bat face and clearing the infield. Saud has given all his effort to stop the ball, but unable to do so. So the first boundary for Thinagaran as well. It came from Irfan's bat. I've seen both these batsman and bowler has done phenomenal job for their side. Once again goes over the infield towards deep third man region. Back-to-back boundary from Thinagaran's bat. Slightly with one for this time. And Thinagaran banking on his cut shot over deep point region and gets the boundary.
So it's been an expensive over now for Irfan. The previous delivery was pretty bad outside off. Giving away that width to a batter like Thinagaran is always going to be costly. Let's see what he has. Slow one this time. Thinagaran has picked it. Up over the bowler's head for another boundary. 3 boundaries in a row. And Thinagaran is back to what he's known for. The fear that he creates in the bowler's mind. Look at that. He knew the ball was going to be end up of a variation. Slow one. And he was waiting for it. 3 boundaries. Pressure completely on Irfan. It's been an expensive over 13 runs. There's still 2 more deliveries to go. The width was there. Thinagaran has missed it. They got to pick up wickets, the Super 11. They need wickets to come by. There's 14 of 7. Julius at the other end will also have to pick up that scoring run rate. So that's it. The score will remain the same, 21 for no loss at the end of those 3 overs.
Because of the the bowler is having issue with that, getting that grip on that ball. The ball is keep on getting wet, where the batter are getting better of the bowlers. Looks like Burhan to continue his second over. Will be bowling from the garden end to Julius, who hasn't been at his best, playing on 6 of 10 deliveries. The two fielder outside the 30-yard circle, long on and long off for Burhan. Well directed delivery by Burhan, watchfully played by Julius. So another dot delivery to start the over number 4. Julius is not trying to go hard after the bowlers, just trying to watch the ball and play it into the gaps, looking to rotate in the strike. He knew that Thinagaran is the person who is doing the bulk of scoring for this side. He doesn't need to take any risk there. He will be keeping his calm down for sure. This time swing and a miss from Julius, looking to release some pressure on himself. Has been out there and played 12 deliveries, scored just 6 runs. And Burhan was doing the right thing to keep ball away from the batter.
So with these dot deliveries that Julius has been playing out there, it puts the pressure on Thinagaran to compensate that and then play those risky shots to fetch those boundaries and sixes. This time he connects, and he connects it well. Will be a boundary. Julius, that pressure is relieved of his back. It's gone up and over for a maximum, in fact. Wonderful hit. Burhan slightly wavered. The length was offered here in the hitting arc because it plays across the line. Julius got it in the slot and he went for the big hit. So this will help him.
Watchfully played on the offside for a quick single by Julius after him hitting a maximum on the previous delivery. Good thinking by the captain of Lexus. Which brings Thinagaran on strike, who has gone for a hat-trick of boundaries in previous over of Irfan. Will be facing Burhan now. Will be going after him, or he will be playing the watchfully? That's the question. Just over cover this time. Beautifully shot that one by Thinagaran. Once again, he gets the boundary. He is not sparing any loose delivery coming at him. Fuller in the slot, just guiding it over cover. And the ball rushes away towards the boundary rope. Another boundary from Thinagaran's bat.
So he's going after the bowlers. What a wonderful hit, as you would see. He's got the boundaries on a trot now. He's 18 of 9, a strike rate of 200, which he would maintain going forward. The last delivery of over number 4 goes up and over. Should be a boundary, probably more than that. That's a 6. What a way to end that over number 4. The pressure back on the Super 11 because Thinagaran has come out guns blazing. Right in the slot. The power on those forearms are typically helping him. And it's 38 at the end of those 4 overs.
Brilliant start by both the opener of Team Lexus, punishing those loose delivery. And Thinagaran is the man who is doing bulk of scoring for their side. Looks like the ball has been handed over to the youngster Mario, who will be bowling the over number 5 to Julius. An interesting move from Super 11. Could be a risky to give him a ball in the power play itself, but captain has shown the trust in him. And straight away hand over the ball after both the starting bowler gone for runs.
Definitely a big a responsibility that Mario has been entrusted with. And I don't think he'll disappoint his captain. Here he goes, ball number 1. Oh, that's the flight. It's a no ball, and that's going to be a free hit for Julius. Certainly will have that issues gripping the ball because of the dew that's out there. Let us see. It's a free. The field will not change as the strike is still with Julius. That's a good one. So nothing except that extra run that came in. Julius couldn't quite get the big one out of that. Right arm over the wicket. He's a very smart customer. Mario, he's got to pitch the ball. That's been referred upstairs by the umpire, Mustafa. Let us see what happens. But he's got to look to pitch the ball, not keep it full, because there's sort of an opportunity. A batter like Thinagaran would whack it away. Let's have a look at the square leg if Julius was outside the crease. So that's let us see on that. Oh, it's a bit difficult to gauge that, though I can see the thing that is inside. But the umpire will make a judgment on that because it's the visibility. So not out is going to be the call. So we are all back in action. 2 deliveries from Mario. He's improved as a cricketer. I've seen watching this lad from the under 10 or under 12 matches that he used to play. Full toss not required, but he has protection in the deep. Oh, he misses! That fielder has got a blame for it. Apologies, but the apology will not be useful if they lose the match. That should have been stopped. It was a full toss, no doubt, but straight towards the fielder. There was a sloppy. He did not quite back up at all, and he's blaming the outfield on that occasion. Yeah, Deepak Bhai really surprised. It was the technique in even fielding that one was not perfect.
We are thinking that only the bowler is not able to get the grip on the ball, but now the fielder also, they are not able to collect the ball. This time, Appeal wrapping him onto the pads. And has been turned down. This is good comeback by Mario after getting hit for a boundary. Troubling the batter with his slow deliveries. Although he's not able to form his grip onto the ball, but he did manage to cause some trouble to the batter here. Good comeback by Mario. Another fuller delivery. This time swings hard on the onside. Another boundary from Julius Bats. This is not smart piece of bowling from Mario. Looks like the ball is keep on getting wet while it is running along the ground. And that's the reason Mario is spreading so many fuller deliveries. And Julius will definitely make them pay for it. So another boundary from Julius, but still one more delivery to go in this over. 9 run already in this over from him.
So he's got to control those deliveries, the full toss opportunities. It's got to grip the ball as what we keep mentioning about. But again, he's a youngster. We've got to see to that as well. In this important big stage, he's been entrusted with the responsibility. Though that the previous boundary was not his mistake. Should have just been a single. But after the match is done, only the stats will matter. Again, a full toss. Poor one. Really poor from Mario, and because of that, it's going to be 13 runs coming in from that over to finish it up with a boundary as well. Julius is helping it along. He's actually making things easy. Once down the ground, Julius, and helping it along towards the deep square leg region where there was no fielder station. So 5 overs have been completed. It's 51 for no loss.
Looks like Srinath, the captain of Super 11, walking to bowl the over number 6, the final over of the power play. Will be bowling to Thinagran, who has been kept away in the previous over. Both the batter have given a brilliant start to their side in this important final game. Here comes Srinath to Thinagran. Started with a fuller delivery, driven along the ground towards the mid-off region, and he's off the strike, which brings Julius, who is really looking good in the previous over, hitting 3 boundaries. Both the batter are on 25. Julius is on 25 of 21. What about Thinagaran? 25 of 11 deliveries. Will Julius keeping his calm, or will he be going after the bowler? Interesting to see here. This time for delivery on the off, moving it away from the batter. Julius watchfully let it go through to the keeper. But now the dot delivery from Srinath. 52-run partnership between both these opener of Lexus. This time he shuffled across and swept it away. Did not came from the middle of the bat, but he won't be minding it though, taking those single, which brings Thinagran on strike.
So the final over of the power play, and 3 deliveries, only 3 runs. Thinagaran, the man, back on strike, 25 of 11. The outside edge away from the keeper will not go away towards the boundary, but surely just a single on offer. Because of the runs in the previous over from Mario, it was helped Julius also to propel his score. He was facing those dot deliveries. He's 26 of 23 now. Though he's got to get better and get more charged up in getting those runs, which he eventually will. Oh, that's a good one. Good attempt. The ball might not run away, but they're going to come back easily for a second. A brave shot. Had he missed that, was a good opportunity for Srinath to trap him before the wicket. But a quiet over so far. Just 5 runs. Last delivery of that over number 6. And post that, you'll see the field restrictions be lifted and further support for the bowlers in those next 14 overs. The last delivery here, Julius on strike. Places it down the ground. The ball will not go away again. There's dew out there, so we'll hold up. But easy couple for Julius. So 6 overs done, 58 without a wicket.
A good start from Team Lexus. 6 over, completed 58 run on the board. Hasn't lost any wicket yet so far. Both the opening batter of Lexus, Thinagaran and Julius, keeping their head down and tickling the scoreboard. Another bowling change from Super 11. The ball has been given to South. Another youngster will be bowling to Thinagaran. field has been spread out. The 5 fielder outside the 30-yard circle. Deep cover. Long on, long off. Deep mid wicket. Deep square leg. The 5 fielder. Or the outside the 30-yard circle for South. This time half volley from Saud, and he did not miss an opportunity to put the ball away towards the deep mid wicket region. A boundary to start the over number 7. A loose delivery from Saud to get punished, and Thinagaran went on his back foot and look at the shot. He has ample time for his short selection, and boundary to start the over number 7 from Thinagaran. The ploy of using the spinners are not working in the favor of Super 11. All the bowlers coming in and going for runs. The outfield is still wet, which is the reason the ball is keep on getting wet, and bowler is unable to have. This time he goes aerial route over the side screen, and that was a monstrous hit from Thinagaran. A 4 and a maximum, and 2 back-to-back deliveries from Saud's over. And Thinagaran is doing the things he is known for. A flighted fuller delivery in the slot. He just clears his front foot, and there she goes over the side screen. This is brilliant batting from Thinagaran.
So 30 of 13 for Thinagaran as South walks it on the onside. Just a single. The first over after the power play. You can see the field restrictions being lifted. 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. We see 3 of them on the onside, which is the long on, deep mid wicket, and the deep square leg. Or more towards it's a cow corner. So deep mid wicket, cow corner, and long on. And that's been the story of the field placement on the offside, long off, and a deep point for South.
Another half volley from Saud, and Julius waited for it before working it towards onside. Another single from the bat of Julius. This is turning out to be a good over for Lexus. 12 run already in the first 4 deliveries. Still 2 more to go. Saud still struggling to get the grip on the ball. This time he shuffles across and works it away towards the deep square leg region. No fielder in the deep, and ball will race away for a boundary. This is brilliant batting from Thinagaran. He moves on 41 of 16 deliveries. Another slower one. Thinagaran has ample time to get into the right position and finding the boundaries at his will. A big over from South, and good one for Lexus. 16 run already came in the, so still 1 more delivery to go. This time cuts it away on the offside, but straight to the fielder. Burhan does well, collecting the ball onto his left. A good over for Lexus. 16 run came in that over of South. Lexus 74 without loss after 7 over. Julius is on 31 of 26. Thinagaran 41 of 17 deliveries. Brilliant start by both the opener of Team Lexus in this grand finale.
So Julius, 31 of 26. Thinagaran, though, has been the aggressor, who's got 41 of 17. So Srinath, it's going to be the man. So Julius 21 of 31-26. There's a slip in position. So some sort of the aggression. Full toss, I think that's could have been whacked away. Much more finer. Asking for that no ball. Waist height. The pressure definitely would be on Julius also. But he's done well. He's got those runs. He's going after it. As a captain and as a support, without losing a wicket, they are doing well. The only thing that can hamper them right now is losing wickets, and we've seen that last night. With the way the Salmia strikers were going about. Well, that's gone, is it? Yes, that's a big one. That's a big, big, big one. Look at that. Pitched up straight, and there she goes. So Tinagaran just 3 runs away from his half century up in the air. It's going to be the bowler call for it. He drops it. Could you believe that? Srinath has let go Tinagaran, and that can be really very costly. The way he went for that catch also, I knew that he would drop it. In the 47 of 19, and Julius 30 of 28 at the other end. But Tinagaran is going to be the more dangerous man now. Is that gone? Is that gone big enough? It has. That's a 6. And this is just the beginning of the life that was given by Srinath. Look at that. It was a slow one. He read that well. Tinagaran slapped it over the bowler's head for a big one. And still the over is not done. They have one more delivery to go. It's 53 of just 20 deliveries. He goes again on the onside. Is that big enough? It is. That's another maximum. So 12 runs already now. 12 runs already after that catch was dropped. He's giving in that flight and he's paying big time for it. Srinath. End of that over number 8. It's 95 for no loss for Lexus. So there we are. Zahid is going to be the man. Julius 30 for 29. A slow one. Julius went early with a shot. Pretty early, I would say. That's gone up. Will land safe. Safe as ever. That's up in the air. Oh, he got his hand towards it, Irfan. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite grip it and take the catch. So far, so good from Zahid. Is it down the ground? Oh, that's wide. Yeah, we'll have to bowl that one again. That's right up. Is it gone? Looks like it has. Now Julius coming in the groove. It was a quiet over. But then Julius doesn't want it to be a quiet one. That's banged on for a maximum. And this is what we want to see from Julius. And there was a poor one from Zahid, I would tell you, way back of length. It did not bounce at all. And Julius was waiting for the ball to come in his arc. And the opportunity was right there. So 9 overs have been done. It's 104 for no loss.
Brilliant start by Lexus. 104 in partnership between both these opener. Syed, the new bowler coming in to bowl the over number 10. Good desperate diving effort from Rishan to get that ball off. Single to start the over number 10. Too much wiping on the ball as the bowler is unable to get the grip onto the ball here to deliver into the right area. This time swings hard. Fielder coming underneath and has been put down. Another chance goes down. This time Julius survived. So many chances has been put down by Super 11. First, it was Srinath, the captain of Super 11, then Irfan at the long on region, and now another one put down. So Julius survived the scar here and goes for a single as well. Played with the soft hand. It's not looking to go for a big one. This time Syed bowled into the batter's body. A dot delivery, good one from Syed. 3 deliveries, 2 runs so far in this over. This time on the off, cuts it away. Fielder is unable to stop that one. Another boundary from Thinagaran's bat. He is dealing in boundaries here and making sure that he gets those runs every now and then for his team. Slightly on the off. He makes some room and goes away from the body. Thinagaran finding the gap at his will. He moves on 65 of 25 delivery. Brilliant batting from this youngster lad. That kind of start required in this such a occasion. He has delivered it once again for his team. A fuller delivery this time. Walks it away towards the deep square leg region. Looks like it has been given as a no ball as well. So no signal from the umpire, just a boundary. Looks like the ball was dipping onto the stumps, and that's the only reason umpire did not go for a no ball there. Nonetheless, the boundary once again came from Thinagaran's bat. Turning out to be another good over for Lexus. Still one more delivery to go. And Syed is coming around the wicket to Thinagaran now. Here comes the final delivery of over number 10. Syed to Thinagaran. Can he get a boundary on the final delivery? This time slow one. Watchfully walks it away on the onside. And Thinagaran will retain the strike. So good over for Lexus. 11 run came in that over of Syed Adnan. 10 over completed. Lexus 115 for none. Thinagaran is on 70 of 27. Julius at the other end 42 of 34 deliveries. Brilliant partnership by both these opener of Team Lexus.
So Lexus 115, 10 overs have been done. The first half of the first innings is done and dusted. It's a good partnership to have right there without losing those 10 wickets. And from here on, I would definitely hope that Lexus go on to have more than 220, 230, and they definitely can. If you have 10 overs, 2 well-set batters, and Thinagaran, who was dropped when he was on 47, has now gone on to add a lot of runs, which will hurt Srinath. That will be back on his mind. You cannot give a life to a batter like, oh, that's been dropped again. Irfan this time. What is happening? He's such a brilliant fielder, Irfan, unexpected that he will drop that catch. Nothing's going right. Not that the bowlers are finding it difficult to grip the ball, but also, the fielders are not able to take those catches. He goes up and over. Is he gone big enough? That's gone up. That's in the com box. Thinagaran is making things worse for the Super 11. He's banged in shot. He's going down the leg side any which way, and he helped along its way. What a sound it made when it hit the roof. 121. What a good shot again. Is that 6 number 2? That is beautifully hit. Zahid has not been bowling well at all. He's bowling that length literally short, not even backward. He's literally bowling it short. It isn't bouncing because it doesn't have that pace to trouble. And all those big hits with Nagaran marching ahead. He's added on, 35 runs more than what he should have not added had been taken by the captain, probably Srinath. He goes again. Up and no long off. He's only dealing in sixes. And with every six that comes out from his bat, Lexus are stamping ahead. With the name and the records for a win. This is a team who likes to win every time. They're always in the finals. And here they are. 18 runs in this particular over. Still 2 more deliveries to go. It's 133 on the board. Lose one. I think he played it a bit too early. He's literally dismantling the opposition. And he's close to getting to his century. And also Julius, slowly and steadily, but he's there. What he's done, Julius, is that he's kept one end also going with not giving away those wickets easily. So he's kept that one end. And this partnership added on 134. Zahid has that last delivery. Can he bowl well? Here's Julius on strike now. Defends that. 11 overs done. 134 for no loss.
Brilliant batting by Thinagaran for getting those 3 maximum in the previous over of Zahid. He's inching closer to his 3-figure mark. He's playing on 89 of 32 deliveries. Julius playing the anchor role from the other end. He's on 42 of 35, giving equal support to Thinagaran. A brilliant start for Team Lexus. 134 for none after 11 overs. They are definitely marching towards a big total. And it's going to be Irfan Basha to bowl the over number 12. Been expensive in his first 2 overs. Will be bowling his 3rd over of his spell. A lot of field change for him. You cannot bowl the quicker one to Thinagaran. He's like to play out those spacey deliveries. You need to think out of the box to get rid of him. This time, slower one from Irfan, works it away on the offside for a quick single. A better throw could have been a trouble here for Julius. But Julius did manage to get to the line in time. Rishan was the fielder who is charging in from the inner circle. So single to start the over number 12 from Irfan, which brings Julius on a strike, who is on 42 of 35 deliveries. An important knock from the captain, leading from the front. This time looking to cut it away, unable to reach there at the line of the ball. Another dot delivery from Irfan. Good slower ball from him. Good thinking by Irfan to keeping it away from the batter. Was anything into the arc of the batter, they are punishing them. This time gently cuts it away on the off, but straight to the fielder Srinath. As well, another dot delivery from Irfan. Turning out to be a quiet over so far. Just 1 run came in the 3 deliveries. Those slower deliveries are really troubling Julius here. Unable to play his shot. This time slightly shorter. Heaves it on the onside. There is a fielder in the deep to cut that off. So single for Julius here, which brings Thinagaran back on strike. He will be the key. Whether he'll be going for a big one here in the remaining 2 deliveries in this over, that will be the question. He moves on 90 of just 33 deliveries. Brilliant batting Irfan coming around the wicket to Thinagaran. Can he get a first breakthrough for his team? Slightly shorter, just opening the bat face, works it away towards the short third man. Another single for Thinagaran as he moves on. 91 of 34 deliveries. He's into his 90s. A key game, and he has delivered it once again for his team. So far, a good over from Irfan. Just 3-run came of 5 deliveries. Here comes the final delivery for over number 12. Irfan to Julius. A slower delivery once again. Julius was looking to heave it on the onside. Misses it. Another dot delivery from a good over from him. Just 3-run came of that over number 12. Lexus 137 for none. Finally a quiet over after a long time by Super 11. Now they have gone for a drinks break. A much needed one as both the batter are going all guns out, scoring bulk of runs for their side.
So Syed comes in, 11 runs in that first over. Thinagaran close to his century, just 9 runs away. He shouldn't have been getting his half century, but here he is, or close to getting his century. And Srinath somewhere has been still lamenting about that catch, because I feel that catch has literally, dropped the match in the favor of the Lexus. Though it's still very early, we don't know how Irfan will come out in the second innings, but it's going to be too tough. South and Irfan, probably the two batters to open, unless they have a change in that lineup. But they're going to get 220, 230 for sure, and that's easy. This partnership, 138 of just 75 deliveries, speaks volumes. Even Julius has now come in. He had a slow start. But as I keep repeating, you got to always have a support for Thinagaran. If you are losing wickets, Thinagaran also would check his shots. But now he knows that they have 10 wickets in hand, and they have 7 more overs to go. He will literally go big with those hits. And once again, Lex is very close in lifting that trophy of the finals. Every time this side plays an in-tournament, they not just reach the final, but they also grab that trophy with style. Though they have a long way to go again, I don't want to declare them as winners, because we still don't know what can happen in the next 7. Probably wickets go by and Lexus are suddenly bowled out for 180, 190, and Super 11 come out and chase that score. But again, what's clear is the course of the match, and that's Julius. That's a 6. With that, he gets to his half century in style, 50 of 41 deliveries. In terms of strike rate, definitely not the best, but again, what he did was prevent the wickets from going by from his end, and also get those runs and give the support that is required to Thinagaran. A strike rate of 121, not bad. 4 boundaries, 3 sixes. And as a captain leading from the front, And Tinagaran, as we all know, would lead among those runs. The last delivery from Saeed. 4 good deliveries, 1 sloppy one. Had to pay that price. Now right arm round the wicket. Straight towards the fielder. So nothing of that. 13 overs done. 146 for no loss.
Smart piece of cricket from Team Lexus. Both the opener are going all guns out there. Julius, the captain of Team Lexus, leading with an example, scoring a half century in an important game. And just 42 deliveries, get to his half century with a maximum over long on region. And Tinagaran at the other end, he's inching closer to his 100-run mark. He's on 93 of 37. Irfan to continue his bowling. Will be bowling his final over of his spell. And also the over number 14 coming around the wicket to Tinagaran. Can he get a breakthrough here? This time goes over the infield. No fielder in the deep. Then ball is running towards the boundary rope and he eventually get there with that boundary. He moves on 97. A nervous 97 he's on now. He's not stopping on himself. He sees that width was on offer and he did not hesitate to go for it. And with that boundary, 150 run comes up on the board in just 13.1 over for Team Lexus. Haven't lost any wicket yet. They still have 10 wicket in hands. A slower one, this time in the air. But looks like it's going to land safe. There was no fielder in that zone. And Tinagaran will take that single. He moves on 98, just 2 runs away from his well-made century. Which brings Julius on a strike, who has got to his half century with a maximum in previous over. Definitely not be looking to go for a big one. He will be looking to rotate the strike. This time swings hard, just over the infield once again. And another single for Julius there. Tinagaran is on 98 of 39 deliveries. Can he get to his century? Watchfully played on the offside for another single. With that single, he moves on 99 of 40 deliveries. Just 1 away from his well-made century. He's been brilliant with the bat, although he did get a lot of chances in the field. Those sloppy work in the field by Super 11. Swing and a miss from Julius. Irfan bowls a slower one once again. Julius was too early in his shot. Nonetheless, a brilliant spell for Irfan. Apart from him, none of the other bowlers are able to put some mark in this game. So final delivery of over number 14 and off his spell. A fuller delivery in the slot. Heaved it towards the deep mid-wicket region. So single to end the over number 14. With that, Irfan also completed his bowling spell of 4 over, giving away 26 runs. Was unable to pick any wicket there. He did trouble with his slower deliveries to the batter of Lexus. 14 over completed 154 without loss. They are marching towards a big total here. And Tinagaran and Julius are really pouncing on those drop chances by Super 11. Looks like Saud has been given the ball to bowl the over number 15. They are running out of the option in the bowling department. So many bowlers has been used and everyone has gone for a run. Saud, who gave away 16 runs in his first over, will be bowling his second over and over number 15 of this inning. to Julius. Interesting to see whether Julius will be going hard on him or will be taking that single and giving strike to Thinagaran. Started with the flighted delivery on the off. Spinning it away from the batter. Dot delivery to start the over, number 15 from South. Advances down the ground. This time Veer works it away towards the long on region. Just landed in front of the fielder. And single will bring Thinagaran on strike, who is on 99 run. He will be getting to his 3-figure mark. So interesting to see whether he will go for a big one or takes the single here. Gently cuts it away on the offside and he gets to his 100-run mark. What a way to get to his century. A brilliant inning in the important game by this man. Leading from the front along with the captain. 41 deliveries just to get to his 100. 9 boundaries and 8 maximum with the strike rate of 243. Almost 244 of the strike rate by him. What a man he is with the bat. Once again, he delivers for his team. Now, since he has got to his century, he is definitely going to open up. As he knew that they are into the death overs. Outside edge, but did not came from the middle of the bat. For a moment, the fielder was interested, but is far away from the short point fielder. So 3 singles so far in this over and 4 deliveries from Saud. Brings Thinagaran back on strike. It's definitely gonna go for a big one here. He shuffled across and let it go through to the keeper way outside the drum line, and umpire signaled as a wide. So 4 deliveries, 4 run in this over from Saud. This time reverse sweep and connects well towards the third man region. Thinagaran, after getting to his century, has opened up. And getting those boundaries at his will. He's not stopping there. No one can stop him today. He's punishing them well. Those drop chances by the Super 11 are really costing them. 162 run on the board. Once again, another expensive over from Saud. 8 run already in this over. Still 1 more delivery to go. Can he get a boundary or maximum here? Once again, tries to go for a similar shot. And this time did not came from the bat. Nonetheless, a good over from Saud. Just 8 run came in that over, number 15. Lexus 162 without loss after 15 over.
So batting summary there, 15 overs, Thinagaran 104, Julius 54, 48. There's been 4 extras discipline in terms of bowling, but none of the bowlers have managed to pick up those wickets or either stop those runs. Everyone has gone for more than 10 except Irfan, who finished off with 26 in those 4 overs. So down to the last 5 overs of this first innings. Let us see which way it goes about the business. And that's wide. We'll have to bowl that one again. Burhan starts off with the extra. It's 54 of 48. So another 50 runs from here can get them to a positive score of 210. Which I think they should. And they should get more than this. So no doubt, definitely he's there. So no doubt was the call. So 54-48 is gone. Burhan gets the better of Julius. 54-48. Ends his innings. Finally a wicket has come by. It was pretty much straight. Julius wanting to go across the line and perishes. But he's got to go up with his head high. Up in the air. Played well. Gave the support. And has put his team in a comfortable position of scoring more than 200. Definitely Ismail was on the next batter, but look at that. Went too early with a shot across the line and was cleaned up by Burhan. So 163 for the loss of a wicket. Ismail has come in now. He has another 29 deliveries together with the Nagaran. Hopefully if the Nagaran stays right till the end. That's an appeal. Not to be given. And as the leg by was going down the leg side with the angle and where it hit as well. So Ismail will get the Nagaran on strike. And this is what he would look to do for most of those remaining deliveries. It's up in the air. Is this gone? There's a fielder underneath it. He would take it. Irfan finally holds on to something. Pretty much misses early on. Let the Nagaran get some life. So with these 2 wickets, I think now Lexes are looking at 10 to 20 runs short to eventually what they would have been ending up with. 104 or 44. What a powerful innings this man has played and literally, has put his team in a commandable winning position. Look at that, high up in the slower one. He went for it, but only got the height, not the distance. And this time an easy catch for Irfan. So Aziz by the new batter in. They will get 200, that's no doubt for sure. But had they gone 220, would have made it tough for Super 11. Now the whole strategy would be to try and finish off those deliveries as giving as fewer runs as possible. If they can stop the if they can stop the Lexes to under 200, that is going to be a victory, I would say. Because we know what Saud and Irfan can do when they come out to chase. We've seen that in some previous matches, though not with Super 11, but different teams. Similar pair. This has been the eventful over. The 2 opening batters well set back in the hunt, and it's pretty much 2 new batters who have not got us run. Ismail has just faced 1 delivery, and Aziz by. It's a new batter in. That's a wicket. What has happened suddenly? This is what you see every time. It happened yesterday in the match in AP11. They were scoring runs, hitting all over the park. Then those wickets came by once. And it was a different story altogether for Salman strikers to go on to win that match. Mohammad Qadri departs. Mohammad Aziz by Qadri, I think, goes out for a golden duck. There you would see pretty much gap between bat and pad. So Farhan, the new batter in. And this is going to be an important task on these 2 batters now. They cannot afford to lose wickets. But for the Super 11, it's the right opportunity to come back in this match. They can stop Lexus to under 200. They'll have to pick up those wickets, pick a couple of more. He's on a hat-trick here, Burhan. Oh, just missing it. They're missing the bat and even the stumps. So an eventful over. Though we still have a delivery to go, as the first delivery was a wide. 164 for the loss of those 3 wickets. The outside edge, nothing, no run. Good over for the Super 11, a chance for them to come back in this game. 16 done, 164 for the loss of 3.
A brilliant over from Burhan, picking those 3 wickets and giving away just 2 runs in the form of leg by and a wide. Team Lexus 164 for 3 after 16 overs, so 4 more overs to go in this inning. Can they get over 210 to 220? Will be the question here. Just 1 more over remaining for Burhan. Irfan has bowled out already his 4 over. Now the question is who will be bowling those remaining 2 over apart from Burhan. And this time it's Saud who is bowling over number 17. The 2 new batter are in this sector. Both of them unable to open their account. This time stays on the back foot and heaved it, fetching it from the off towards the long on region for a single. With that single, Ismail is get off the mark, which brings Farhan on strike. He is also yet to open his account. Will be looking to, or will be fancying to play against those spinners. Can he get to some boundaries here? A flighted delivery on the off. Watchfully let it go through to the keeper. Farhan was expecting a wide delivery, but umpires, as the final says, a dot delivery from Saud. Another flighted delivery, cuts it away on the offside towards the deep cover region. There is a fielder station to cut that off. Another single, and he's off the mark here, Farhan. So both the batter Ismail and Farhan are off the mark with those singles. Turning out to be a quiet one from Saud. 3 deliveries, just 2 runs. This time slashes hard on the offside. Once again, they are running for another one. Good running between the wicket. A batter throw from the fieldsman could have been trouble here for Ismail. And Ismail was quick enough between the wicket to get in the line in time. 4 deliveries, 4 runs so far in this over. 168 for 3. Another slower delivery, cuts it away. The fielder in the deep has a lot of ground to cover, and the batter will go for another couple of runs. Good piece of running by both the batter. And they are unable to get those boundaries, but they are converting singles into doubles, and that's the right thing to do when you are not able to get those big ones. Nonetheless, an excellent over so far from Saud. Just 6 runs in that over. Still 1 more delivery to go. A flighter delivery. Fuller he works it away on the onside. Fielder giving it a chase. Rishan does well, but once again, batter are through for a couple of runs. So another good over for Lexus. 8 runs came in that over of Saud. Lexus 172 for 3. So still 18 more legal deliveries remaining in this inning. And out of that, 6 will be bowled by Burhan, who has already picked up 3 wickets in the previous over. After that, 2 more overs remaining. Interesting to see who will bowl those final 2 overs. Burhan will be the key. Whether he can take some few more wickets to his name. Has already picked up 3 wickets. All 3 wickets of Lexus gone to his name. 3 over 24 for 3. So Burhan to continue his final over of a spell, and over number 18. Been brilliant in his previous over. Will be bowling to Farhan. Advances down the ground into the block hole by Burhan. And Farhan jams it towards mid-on region for a quick single. Farhan was quick and looking for go another one, but Ismail was nowhere in the frame. So single to start the over number 18. The projected score is 212. This time gently works it away towards the deep square leg region. Fielder giving it a chase, but he won't be able to stop that one. And Ismail gets it away with the boundary here. Smart piece of batting from this young man. Fuller on to the bats, just guiding it towards the vacant place and get to the boundary. That score moves on 177. They are inching closer towards the 200 run. Another Fuller delivery driven along the ground towards the mid-off region. Fielder does well to cut that off. Just one run off that delivery from Burhan, which brings Farhan on strike, who was using his feet well. Definitely looking to go for a big one. He knew that this is the right time to open up. Although he just came in, faced just 5 deliveries. Definitely looking to put more pressure onto the bowler. Advances down the ground, looking to work it away on the own side. Did not came from the middle of the bat. Leg by has been signaled by the umpire. Apart from that boundary, Burhan bowled really well. 7 run, including that leg by in this over from him. Still 2 more deliveries to go. That so much of dew in the outfield ball keeps on getting wet. This time driven along the ground towards the deep cover Rishan. And the deep does well. Good backing up by Irfan. Another single. $180 run on the board for Team Lexus. The runs are not coming quick and fast for them, but they won't be minding it with that total on the board. Advances down the ground, looking to clear it, but did not came from the middle of the bat. Toe end of the bat from Farhan. Another single to end the over number 18. Good bowling by Farhan to finishes off his spell of 4 over, giving away 32 run and picking those 3 wicket. 18 over completed. Team Lexus 181, loss of 3 wicket.
So there we are, the batting summary so far. 104 for Tinagar, 44 deliveries. Julius 54, 49. Ismail 13. 7 extras in those 18 overs with the score of 181 on the board. So they are 19 runs short of posting 200, which they will get there. 20 runs in those next 19 runs in the next 2 overs is easy. But at one point, I'm telling you, 20 runs short to eventually what Lexus would have ended up with. And still, I would say that the match is not done for the Super 11. If they can not give away those 19 odd runs, just stop the ball, just 12 runs or under 190, they literally have a game in hand. So here we go. South in action. 32 in his 3 overs. He wants it on the track for on. He goes up and over. That's a 6. Not the way we would have liked South to go on the very first delivery. And conceding a 6. Look at that. It was the flight. And Farhan's eyes lit up the moment he saw that ball. It was on the ground again, but this is the outside edge of the bat, and that has been taken. So Farhan will have to walk back. He's done his job. He's got a 6. A new batter will arrive. And Lex is losing wicket number 4. And there you look at that. It runs it down the track. I wanted to go on the onside, but the outside edge of the bat and straight into the hands of that fielder. That's going right up. There's a chance with the fielder. At long off, he takes it. Wicket number 2 for South. Back-to-back wickets. It was Usman who had come in only to walk back. Surely going to be on a hat-trick. There you would see. And once you're down the track, there's up and mighty. So 187 for the loss of those 5 wickets. Once again up in the air, fielder, no, that's 6. So Sai comes in and smashes that all over. The pressure was relieved. There's the flight and up and over for a big maximum. He goes up again. Is that gone? Looks like it has. That is a beautiful hit. And that's 6 that you could see. It wants you down the track. And up and over she goes. The whole summary, 3 wickets for Burhan, 2 wickets for South. You know, there's the runs that have come in. Burhan, though, has the second best economy, which is 8 after Irfan. Burhan, you could say, has picked up also those wickets. But 199, the 1 run away from the 200 run mark. And then 210, probably Srinath, the man who dropped the catch of Thinagaran, and then was a disaster for them, big disaster. The flight, place it down the ground. Just a single. Just 200 for the loss of 5. Going for that single. To get there. Goes on the onside. Is it big enough? Oh, that's been dropped. That has been dropped there. Is 203 for the loss of 5. Is on the off, straight towards the fielder. There's 203, 204 now for the loss of 5. 2 more deliveries to go. So far there's been no boundary. Just a single couple and then a 1. Projected score 218. Can they get there? They can get to 210. They need a 6. And Sai can do that. He's 13 of those 3 deliveries. He can hit a big one. He's waiting for the right ball to come to him. No chance. Plays it down the ground, looking for the second. Then on the first one, they're going to go back for the second. Sai is in danger. The throw could have been better. You couldn't run 2 there, but the field also should have sharply come in from the deep. And a better throw, a quicker throw, and Sai was gone. And the last delivery of that over, number 20. It all belongs to Lexus. 206 for the loss of 5. Here they are. Outside edge. They will go. They will only get a 1. There's no second of a chance. 20 overs completed. 207 is what the score is. So Lexus and the Super 11. When they come out to bat, the Super 11, they would need 208 to win this match. The batting summary, there's all and clear. 104 for Thinagaran and Julius, 54. These two have added more than 75% of those runs. Ismail, 17 of 11, and Sai a quick handy 16 of those 5 deliveries. For the Super 11, it's about Burhan picking up those 3 wickets for 32 runs in his 4 overs. South picked up 2 wickets, but very expensive, 50 runs in his 4 overs. Irfan, though, couldn't get a wicket, but 26 runs in his 4. And Syed 20 in those 2 overs. So that's the end. We take a short break. Once we are back, we're going to have the Super 11 with that run chase. So, welcome back to the run chase. 208 is what's required for the Super 11 to win this match. And let us see how they go about the business in those next 20 overs. It's definitely going to be challenging. It's not going to be that easy at all. But again, you got to take your chances. It's the do or die situation for them. They do it, they win the match. They win the finals. They don't, they go out as runners-up. The first two batters, Irfan and Saud, we see Irfan walking in. They are going to be the two important batters for the Super 11 in this run chase. So 208, 120 deliveries. So here we go. Samir with the ball in hand as Roshan at the non-striker's end. Mr. Samir, the Super 11. This pitch, the ball not bounce, but just inside the trim line. So Mr. Irfan, we'd seen his batting performance a couple of days earlier, and he was really instrumental in getting to that, chasing that score for a side of 183 plus. So surely he has the caliber in him. That's not been given as a wide. Though it looked like that was going way outside the off stump. Yeah, this time it's a wide. So runs on the board for the Super 11 in the form of that extra. So nothing on that again. So 3-dot deliveries and just a wide. That's a good start so far for Samir. He's been bowling pretty much wide outside for the batter, not to quite get the edge. And also Irfan has been struggling. In any other case, Irfan would have shuffled across on the offside and played that ball right towards in the deep. But here he's just playing it and missing it all. 4-dot deliveries. Just a run that came in was that too of a wide. So pressure really counting on him now. And once he's on the track, this time he connects. He connects it well. And he will eventually find that boundary. This is what we know Irfan for. So that boundary will lift up the confidence and will help them get going with the score. And also you would say Lexus do not quite have that first 2 overs within the first over, I would say, within the expectation. Just got 2 runs from that one and then came that the other over. over number 2 where they got a boundary and a couple of runs. And from since then, they took off every over. And that's going to be the same story to repeat for the Super 11. It runs it on the track, this time also in the gap. Should run away, but the ball will slow down as there's still a pretty much dew out there on the field. They get a couple of runs, looking for the third because of that misfield. Will not get it. The required run rate 10 runs in over, but they end up with 7 runs from that first over. So 7 overs, the first over has been completed. 7 runs on the board. Usman with the ball in hand. Right arm over the wicket. Rishan on strike. And Irfan non-strike is in. Let us see what Rishan has. Oh, that's kept low. That's a good shot on the onside. One bounce towards the fence. And this is Rishan, and both the batters, have that caliber within them to get going among those runs. Look at that slog sweep onto the onside on a bounce towards the fence. Oh, that's a good one. Just missing the edge of the batter. And the Super 11. 11 for no loss again. 10 runs in over. They got only 7 runs in the first one. They got to compensate for not just for the first over, but also, bulk up those runs which is required. The outside edge this time. The ball will not run away. Looking for the second, but there's only one available. Farhan was quick to come around it. It's pretty foggy and it's pretty, the weather is going to remain the same as predicted. We don't see any signs of the sun shining in. It's been covered by a thick fog. Though the visibility is good in the center. Irfan has gone inside out, up and over. Is that for a 6? Yes, it is. That is being a maximum. This is what he's capable of doing, Irfan. Look at that. It was right in the slot for him. And clean as you like. So this over now has been good. And this is what they will expect going forward. They need runs. They need more of those. The Super 11. The good thing for them is they know how much they have to get, so they will pace their innings accordingly. They don't want to be under super pressure. So not delivered to end up with 2 overs have been completed. It's 18 for no loss for the Super 11.
A steady start from Super 11 in this run chase. An expensive over from Usman, giving away 11 runs in his first over. Sami to continue was bowled really well his first over, giving away just 7 runs to Rishan. This time bowls a fuller delivery outside the trim line and started with a wide delivery. Another run added to the total for Super 11 in this run chase. They need a good start to stay alive in this run chase, and that will put more pressure on the fielding side to make more error in the bowling line in the field. This time connects well, just opening the bat face towards the third man region. One bounce and over the rope. Rishan connects well and he gets to the boundary. He moves across the stumps and just opening the bat face and guiding the ball towards the third man region and gets the boundary. Now the boundary from Rishan's bat. He's looking solid there, punishing those loose deliveries. Samir is trying to keep away from the batter. In that process, conceding a boundary. That was much better line, and another wide has been signaled by the umpire Abdul Qayyum. Gonna be interesting one if they'll get a couple of wickets in the power play itself. They can put more pressure on the batting side. On the other side, if the Super 11 gets 50-60 run around in the power play itself, the Lexus will be feeling the pressure for sure.
But I think, Deepak Bhai, the Lexus will be pretty much comfortable because they know a couple of wickets and all of a sudden the required run rate will jump up higher because now it's 10 runs that they require. And hey, what's happening there? Chance he's gone. Hey, Samir!
He messed it up there. A straightforward throw from the keeper. He was unable to collect it cleanly and Rishan survived here. There was no way second run. Irfan was nowhere in the frame to go for it. I don't know what Rishan has in his mind and went for another one. Luckily that Samir was unable to hold on that one.
It's the excitement. The excitement of Samir. He knows there's a wicket and he couldn't quite hold on. I think they have let go a big wicket here. Rishan was running and Irfan was really surprised. Why? Because there wasn't a second available. That's why, dear.
Samir will be having a shy at in front of his captain. I was in a similar situation earlier back in my days. So I know what type of feeling he'll be having right now. Nonetheless, good piece of work in the field, in the deep, by the fieldsman. Good awareness by Vinu as well, returning at the non-striker end. Unfortunate that Samir has missed it out an opportunity. This time driven along the ground on the offside. Fielder in the deep to cut that off. Zurain Ansari, the fielder. Turning out to be an expensive over. 9 run already in the first 3 deliveries of this over from Samir, including those 3 wides and a boundary and a couple of singles. 27 run on the board in 2.3 over. Going well, both the Super 11 batter. Again, swinging away from the batter and another wide conceded by Samir. He's not able to control his line. Trying to keeping it away from the batter, and in that process, he's giving so many extra runs.
So there we are, 28. It's been pretty much extras. You see, 4 extras that have come in. Not good for Samir.
Another wide, 5th consecutive wide in this over from Samir. He is not believing. He thought this time he gets well within the line, but umpire has the last says. He thinks that it is outside the trim line and another wide conceded. Another run added to the total for Super 11. They won't be minding it, those extra runs. They knew that if they will not lose any wicket in the power play, they can get over the line. They do have a batting depth in their side. And Irfan will be the key in this run chase for Super 11. A shorter delivery in the air. Keeper has called in and has been taken. A fumble from Vinu, but in the end holds his nerve and takes the catch to get rid of Rishan. So first wicket goes down for Super 11 as Rishan has to depart here. Was looking solid. Was taken by surprise with that shorter delivery from Samir. Rishan depart after scoring 10 of 17.
So Samir will be relieved. He banged in shot this time around. And a good catch from the keeper. Second attempt though. So Samir, he missed out to run Rinesh run out. Missed out, but again relieved easy. 5 runs in the extras, the wides. And it comes in South.
Still 2 more deliveries to go in this over, and he already conceded 11 runs, including those 5 wides. But in the end, he did manage to get a wicket of Rishan. So first breakthrough for Super 11. And Samir is the man to do the job with the ball for his team, Lexus. Another talented batter, Saud Mohammad, walking in at number 3 for Super 11. This will be the key. If they have a good partnership from here on, they are much capable to chase down this Mahmood total in this grand finale. Here comes Samir to Saud. Another shorter delivery, but this time bowls a slower one. A slightly fumble behind the wicket by the keeper. Vinu is not able to collect it cleanly, but won't be costing any run there. Another dot delivery from Samir. Could come back after conceding 5 wides, a boundary and a couple of single. Taking a wicket and dot delivery for him. Here comes the final delivery of over number 3 to Saud. Again, swing and a miss. Slower one once again from Samir. Good over from him to take a wicket and give away 11 runs in that over. 3 over completed. Super 11, 29 for 1.
So South, unfortunately, having to walk back. There's some problem that he has in those forum. He's retired hurt for now. And he just stepped in and he's walking back. That's going to be a little bit more problematic for the Super 11 because they're banking on South and the partnership between South and Irfan to get those runs for them. It hasn't quite come. And just when they thought that they could, South having to make his way back. And nevertheless, we will see how things go about from Irfan, who's 13 of 9. Pretty much a responsibility on Irfan. So Sai with the ball in hand. Irfan, one-handed shot, has a power behind it, and that's going to run away towards the boundary region. He'll get more of that, pretty much. As a batter and is an all-rounder, Irfan not quite in control, but still enough to get it towards the boundary region. So it's Sayyid at the non-strikers end, replacing Saud. He's gone up in the air, Irfan. And that looks like it's a big hit. No, that's been taken in the deep. It was a catch, a very good catch. The fielder had a lot of time, and it takes a beauty. It looked like for a moment that it will clear the fence, but they're not quite. And with this, the Super 11's hope in this run chase will diminish because Irfan was the batter for them. He departs with 17 of 11. Tinagaran takes the catch in the deep. Sai gets the wicket. It's the breakthrough. It's going to be Srinath now, who will walk in at the number 4 position.
That was a big wicket for Team Lexus to get rid of Irfan. Srinath, the captain of Super 11, walking to the center. Will be joining Syed.
So both the batters are new out there on strike. Srinath and Syed, let's see how this match goes about, because mind you, also Saud is back in the dugout because of that injury that he faced. Probably during the first innings, but then he came out to bat at the number 3 position. He was not feeling too well and decided to go back, instantly. So pressure on these two batters, because if they consume those dot deliveries, then the required run rate will go up higher. They'll always be under pressure to get those big hits going. They have a boundary in the over, but they lost their fun. For Lexus, it's all about disciplined bowling. They don't have to concede the extras. Keep it wicket to wicket. Don't try to experiment too much. And you're going to see victory. They have 200 plus runs already behind their back. Enough for the bowlers to defend it. Very good from Said. Played it with gentle hands. Off for a quick single. Had this been a 140, 150 run game, then I don't think Super 11 would be under super pressure in spite of losing Irfan and Saud as, in the retired hurt situation. They could have just taken those singles like they do right now, rotated the strike, and then, expect to go big with those runs in 3 or 4 overs. But in here, the last delivery of the over number 4. It's a good over for Sai because he picked up that important wicket. He'll not mind conceding those runs. This time, should just be a single. So Syed to keep the strike. 4 overs have been done. It's 37 for the loss of 2.
A good over from Syed to start off this spell. Picking up a wicket in his very first over, and that too big one, Irfan. 37 on the board in just 4 over, and losing those 2 early wicket. Also Saud is back to the dugout. And the retired hurt. The 2 new batters, Syed and Srinath, on equal couple of runs, facing couple of deliveries. Ismail with the ball to bowl the over number 5. Another smart bowler. Uses a lot of variation in his bowling. Bowls slow one cutter, half volleys. Will be interesting to see whether he will bowl the fuller delivery to take those chances against those batter. Ismail Hanif, right arm medium fast bowler for Team Lexus. Proper batting all rounder from Lexus side. Ismail to bowl the over number 5. Will be bowling to Syed. Started with a half volley, cuts it away on the off. A desperate diving effort from Zurain Ansari to stop that ball. Unable to do so. Fielder does well to get to the ball. Couple of runs to start the over number 5 from Ismail. They need a good partnership here to stay alive in this run chase. The asking rate went up 10.5. Once again cuts it towards offside. Zurain Ansari does well, sliding and stopping the ball. Another single for Syed, which brings Srinath on strike. Sam takes an aerial route, fielder coming underneath, but the ball will land in front of him. Samir, fielder at the long off region, unable to get to the ball. And with that, Srijit will take those couple of runs to his name. Slightly fuller this time from Ismail into the arc of the batter. The ball skied high but did not get proper elevation from Srinath's bat. Looks like it came from the toe end of the bat. That's the only reason the ball did not get cleared. This time watchfully let it go through to the keeper. A dot delivery from Ismail. Good comeback from him. 4 deliveries, 5 runs so far in this over from him. Still 2 more delivery to go. This time he connects well and goes towards the long on region. One bounce over the rope. Srinath connects this time. He was taking his time before going after the bowler. Saws that a half volley from Ismail and just putting the front foot in the right position to clear the boundary rope. Turning out to be a good over for Super 11. 9 run already came in this over from Ismail. Still one more delivery to go. Another fuller delivery, this time in the air. Samir coming underneath and he takes it. Third wicket goes down for Super 11 as the captain of Super 11 depart here in the search of a boundary. He knew that he has to go for it. Looks like once again it came from the bottom edge of the bat and finds the fielder at the long off region. Samir does well running in from the deep and takes an excellent running catch to get rid of Srinath. Srinath departs after scoring 8 of 6 deliveries. Another fuller delivery, but this time slightly slower from Ismail to get the batter of Srinath there, and Samir did not drop those chances. So Saud is coming back. No, it's not Saud. The new batter walking in will be joining Syed. Super 11 are all in sort of trouble in this run chase. They have lost 3 wickets in the power play. Still 1 more over to go. Ismail ends the over with a wicket after conceding 9 runs. So it's going to be Sai to continue his second over in over number 6.
So 46 for the loss of 3 at the end of those 5 overs. As we mentioned, the final over of the power play is Saeed on strike. Srinath had to lose his wicket. There was an opportunity to get that run out, but not quite. And that will be the story for the Super 11. First of all, they will have that pressure of the 200 run score, and then this, the way they're losing wickets right here. It's not something that you would want. And for Alexis, it's all about getting those overs done as soon as possible. Because we have another match, a cracking encounter up next. It's going to be the Team 11 to take on the rising Phoenix Stars. We have 3 finals lined up, the one that you currently see, and the one that I just mentioned. And the final one, it's all what we would want to see. The Almola Exchange B take on the Gujarat Cricket Club. Just a single on that. Saeed 5 of 6. And the Super 11 46 for the loss of 3. With that, we'll have 3 more deliveries to go by to end that over number 6. There's not been any boundary so far, though they are hopeful that they will get one. So right, I'm over the wicket side. Down the leg side. Yeah, that's down the leg side. Called as a wide. Plain a miss. So Nazmul says 5 of 7. Contrasting the way the first innings, the way they were going about, and now things pretty much slowed up. Dot deliveries, singles. I could hardly see dot deliveries in the first innings, where they were just anxious to get a lot of runs. Thanagaran and Julius were in here, 4 dots. And down to the last delivery of the over number 6. The public will be done and dusted. Nazmul on strike. He plays, he misses. The score remains the same. The power play has been done. The field restrictions will no more be valid. And the phase where the Lexers will have more protection outside the 30-yard circle and also more chances to take those wickets.
So 6 over been completed by Team Lexus and Super 11. Able to put only 48 runs, losing those 3 important wickets. And it's going to be Smile to continue his second over and over number 7. He bowled really well in this first over to get rid of Srinath. The weather is still foggy and a lot of dew in the outfield, which is causing the bowlers with their run up. A fuller delivery on the off, nicely cuts it away towards the deep backward point by Syed. A fumble there by the wicketkeeper Vinu, which allow batter to go for another one. Good running between the wicket by both this batter. So couple to start the over number 7. Nazmul was quick to react there as Vinu unable to collect it cleanly behind the wicket. This time goes hard towards the long off region for another single. 51 run on the board in 6.2 over 4 Super 11 in this run chase. Watchfully played on the offside for a quick single by Nazmul, and with that he is off the mark. Ismail running to his left to get to the ball. Although Julius was stationed at the inner circle. Decent bowling from Ismail, keeping his line right, not allowing batter to free their arms. This time go hard, back to the bowler. Ismail was unable to cut that off. Goes towards the long off region. Aziz White does well to get to the ball. Another single been added to the total for Super 11. 5 runs so far in 4 deliveries in this over. Still 2 more to go. Melvin is coming. This time in the slot, but Najmul was unable to connect that one. And the question has been sent upstairs. Good work behind the wicket by the keeper. He looks confident. But interesting to see the replay here. Whether the Najmul was out of his crease or he did manage to get his feet back in time. Have a look at the replay here. He did goes out of his crease, but does well in the end to get his feet back into the line. So that will be a green light for sure. Nonetheless, an excellent work behind the wicket by the keeper Vinu. Precious dot delivery from Ismail. Najmul is not moving his feet a lot, and that's the reason he's not able to get under the ball. This time flicks it away on the onside. There is a fielder in the deep to cut that off. Another good over from Ismail. So couple to end the over number 7. Super 11 55 for 3. 1 second.
So 7 overs have been done. It's 55 for the loss of those 3 wickets for the Super 11 side. Once again with the ball in hand. 9 runs is what is given in those 2 overs. Picking up that wicket is Saeed on strike, 9 of 10. He goes on the offside. He will get a boundary. The ball will run away. No way the fielder will come chasing for that. And that's the boundary. But again, they need a lot. They need more than boundary. They need 6s. They need an innings like Tinagaran. Someone has to go out of the skin to try and get those runs. And getting those boundaries really very, very crucial. Because 13 of 11 is Saeed. And Nazmul at the other end is 3 of 6. Is playing less than run a ball. And that will not, be handy for a run chase of 204. The call is for 2. They run the first one hard. And they wouldn't get the second. The current run rate 8.18, but the required is going up in over 11. Well done by the keeper. That was clearly going for more than just a run from that wide. It's a strong side, this Lexus, Deepak Bhai. We'll have your opinion probably at the end of the start of the next over. We'll want you to tell us about this side. What makes, if you see, look at the finals today. You have Lexus, you have Almulla Exchange, Rising Phoenix Stars. Also, they always come into the finals. It's like as if you're playing to only have these teams come right at you. On the onside this time, Nazmul will get a boundary away from the fielder. This is what they need to get. This is what needs to happen in this course of this game. It was wide in the slot for him, Nazmul, and worked it away from that fielder at long on.
Saib also fuller delivery onto the pads, and Najmul picked it up nicely to put it away over the boundary rope towards deep mid wicket region for a 4-run, and he gets going here. And still 2 more delivery to go. 10 run already came in this over from Sai. This time cuts it on the off, but just away from the fielder. No protection in the deep third man. And ball will race away over the boundary rope. Another boundary from Najmul's bat. Slightly short from side. Najmul played really late and finding the gap. He moves on 11 of 9 deliveries. Done well to cover his scoring rate. Turning out to be an expensive over from Sai. 14 run already in this over. Still one more delivery to go. Again looking to play that similar cut shot, but this time he misses it. So dot to end the over number 8. Super 11. 69 for 3 after 8 overs. Another bowling change has been introduced by Team Lexus captain Julius. The ball has been handed over to Asad. Another right-arm orthodox bowler for Lexus. Will be bowling to Syed. He's looking really good, going hard at the bowlers. And the good thing about Team Lexus is they are rotating their bowler well on the other side, whereas Super 11 were bowling. They were going for runs and unable to take those catches, and that's where they were lacking. Started with a fuller delivery, flighted on the off, fetching it from the off. Syed to works it away out towards long on region for another single. What do you think? How many more runs will be coming in this over from Asad?
I feel that Asad will get around it 8 or 9, I would say. But for that, they need to get going with those runs. They need to get going with those runs. Now 15 of 13 is Syed. Nazmul is 12 of 11. 71 from Super 11. They still have a chance.
So another single from Syed's bat, which brings Najmul on strike. 3 singles so far in this over from Asad, keeping into the right areas. Another flighted delivery on the off. Najmul was looking to cut that away, unable to get to the ball. Dot delivery from Asad. Good thinking by him, keeping it away from the batter is what you have to do in this big run chase. That dot delivery puts a lot of pressure on the batting side. This time finding a gap and goes for a 1 run, which brings Syed on a strike. Good over so far from Asad. Just 4 runs in 5 deliveries. Still one more delivery to go in this over number 9. Team Lexus are having firm grip on this game. First with the bat and now with the ball. They have already picked up 3 wickets. This time reverse sweep, but straight to the fielder. Farhan, excellent catch by Farhan Ansari there. Moving to his left and keeping his eyes on the ball. And he gets the wicket there. And Asad is getting rid of Syed as wicket number 4 goes down for Super 11.
So 9 overs done here. Super 11 in deep trouble. 4 wickets down. Syed Abdul 16 of 15. Farhan taking that catch and cementing the chances of winning this match, which eventually feels like they will get it. Look at that opportunity. The reverse hit, but stayed in the hands of Farhan. A good catch though. And 73 it is for the Super 11. 9 overs have been done. Nazmul 13 of 13. So Zurain is now going to be the man here with the ball in hand. Nazmul 13 of 14.
It's very rare sight to see that father and son are playing in the same team. Zurain Ansari is the son of Farhan Ansari who takes the catch in the final delivery of this over. This time goes over the infield towards third man region and Najmul gets a boundary. A loosener from Zurain Ansari. And Najmul played really well. Flight ticked on the off. And Najmul puts it away for a 4-run.
So there's Zurain. You know what thing would be that he bowls one, the player plays it up in the air and Farhan takes the catch. And I definitely want to see that happening. There's Nazmul 19 of 16. So 79 for the loss of 4. Nazmul 19 of 16. Again, it's all about Lexus finishing off those 20 overs because it's all cemented for them. They're going to have someone aggressive with the bat in hand to try and get those remaining runs, which I don't think is that kind of a possibility unless you have South coming back in and then going for those big hits. Very less chances though, realistically speaking, for the Super 11. But again, till the last ball is not done, you cannot count anyone out. Seven runs so far from Zurain. There's 81 for the loss of 4. And with that, the last delivery of that over number 10. Nothing of that. 10 overs have been completed. And scoring at 8 runs and over, Super 11.
Halfway stage of this game, and there have a look at the batting 11 of Super 11. Rishan departed after scoring 10 of 7. So Irfan was looking good before getting out on 17 of 11. Saud was retired hurt, who will be back for the batting for sure. Syed was looking good, scoring 16 of 15. Srinath, in attempt to finding a boundary, finds out the fielder and the long off region. In the bowling department, Samir bowls 2 over, 18 for 1. Sai, Ismail and Asad have shared a wicket as well. Asad to continue his second over. This time bowling those off cutter, wrapping the batter there. Najmul was looking to swap that away, unable to get to the ball. A dot delivery to start the over number 11 from Asad. This time goes hard on the offside, just over the infield. Thinagran at the shot.
So 82 for the loss of 4 today. Syed on strike. Just 2 deliveries. Is what he's faced here. Nazmul 21 of 19. Plays it on the on. Again, you'll see this. Ones, twos. That's what is going to happen. But you need those big hits to come by. At least for us to be slightly entertained. Because you don't want to go... You want to go down fighting. You just don't want to give it easy to Lexus. There's 1 of 3. No So Syed. But it's an opportunity for both the batters to get those rounds going for themselves. The last delivery here, there's 3 runs in this particular over. That's 84 for the loss of 4. He goes, Syed on the onside. There's a fielder back in the deep. He will take it. So the 11 overs have been done, and it's 5 wickets down for the Super 11 with Syed having to walk back. It was an easy chance, and that was taken wonderfully by the fielder in the deep. And Usman, beg your pardon, Usman. He takes the catch. Syed having to walk back. And this is why it's always good to have Deepak. He'll tell you, he recognizes a player by their names. I didn't even see that fielder, but he spotted that really well. He knows how a player looks, whether he shaved it or not, whether they keep a beard or no. He can describe all the features.
After doing for a long time with cricket, I have known most of the players around this field. So yes, definitely it's easy to recognize for me to them.
Not just he knows them, he knows from where they come from. He speaks their own language. He knows where they're working in Kuwait. He has a database in his head. If you ask an ex-person, he'll tell you where he works, what is his past history, which teams has he been playing for. And there's the database that we need. It's always good to have, I call him in a very funny way the joker. Not that a joker, but he fits into multiple roles, be it as a commentator in the comm box, be it as a scoring official. The only thing I haven't seen him do is officiate a match on the field. So that's the only one job left. Hopefully he will one day be as an match official. But then he wouldn't be a good one. There's a reason why. Because you're so close to all the players, I don't think your hand will go up in the air to, let a batter walk back.
No, you have to be fair while you are standing into the ground. So I cannot give any favorism to any player, even though they are a very good close friend to mine. But nonetheless, an excellent delivery from Zurain Ansari to wrapping onto the batter's pad. Najmul was looking to play with this reverse sweep shot, unable to get to the ball. Zahid looking to cut that away and has been given. Zurain Ansari takes the wicket as wicket number 6 goes down, and Super 11 are all sort of trouble here. Another wicket bites to the dust.
And that's the wicket. Zurain, the youngster, gets the wicket. It was a good one. It's outside off. Winu takes the catch, the keeper. And have a look at that. Just flirting with the batter. He edges that. He knew it. And he was waiting for the umpire's hand to go up in the air. And there it goes. So Nazmul 22 of 22. Run a ball. And Mr. Zahid. Burhan. Now Burhan walks in. Before even the screen comes in of his name, he'll tell you which batter walking in. 3 wickets also. Yeah, he knows that start. He's very good with his numbers. The only thing is he didn't become a CA. So 3 more deliveries to go to another one. Number 12, Super 11 are battling it out. They're 4 wickets away from being bowled out. Mind you, they will only have 3 batters to come in unless Saud recovers from the injury that he's faced. It's 22 of 22. Up in the air, Zurain gets another one. That's wicket number 2 for him. Nazmul having to walk back. It was a soft dismissal. And it's so good to see the youngster perform at this big stage. It's 22 of 23. There you have a look at that. It was pretty much straight. He wanted to go on the onside Nazmul, but still in the hands of Zurain. So 7 wickets down now, the Super 11. And the young Mario Prabhu walks in. Did not have a great day with the ball in hand. Got the over in the power play. Gave away a lot of full toss deliveries. And then wasn't quite asked to come in for another over. But nonetheless, with the bat, hopefully, he'll be able to show us what he can do, though he's a very good all-rounder. But again, he's up against a formidable side like Lexus. So playing a match, 12 overs have been done. It's 86 for the loss of 7.
A good over from Zurain, picking up those couple of wickets in this over and giving away just 2 runs, one in the form of leg by and one from the bat. Good over from Zurain, 2 over 9 for 2 wickets to his name. 7 wicket down in 12 over for Super 11. They were completely outplayed by Team Lexus, first with the bat and now with the ball. Their bowlers are doing the things in the favor of Team Lexus. So Asad to continue his 3rd over. Has already picked up a couple of wickets to his name. Will be bowling 3rd over and looking to get few more to his name. Brilliant bowling from him. 2 over 7 for 2. Burhan on strike. Started with quicker one this time on the off. Driven hard along the ground towards the long off region for 1 run by Burhan, which brings Mario on strike. Interesting to see whether Asad will bowl those flighted delivery to Mario or will he be bowling those quicker one. Still the bowler was unable to get the grip on the ball, but they did well to get those 7 wickets of Super 11 side. A flighted one, this time punch it away on the onside, on the back foot, and Mario gets off the mark here. So 2 singles so far in this over from Asad. Burhan, who bowled really well, picking those 3 wickets for his side, has a big task in front of him. The flighted delivery goes towards the coverage and straight to the fielder. Julius does well. Running to his left and stopping the ball. In the meantime, batter will go for 1 run. 1 more run added to total for Super 11. They need some big overs here to stay alive in this run chase, although the Team Lexus is all over Super 11 here. So I'm looking to cut that away. Asking question to umpires, and umpire is unmoved there. A dot delivery from Asad. Still 2 more deliveries to go in this over number 13. Asad bowled brilliantly. A flighted one this time, works it away on the onside. There is a fielder station in the deep to cut that off. Sai unable to collect that in the first attempt. Just 1 run of that delivery from Asad. So 4 runs in 5 deliveries so far. Here comes the final delivery. Asad will be bowling to Burhan. 90 run on the board in 12.5 over for Super 11. Too many wickets they have lost in this process of looking for a quick runs. Gently pushes on the offside. Was looking for a quick one, but rightly sent back by Mario. So dot to end the over number 13. Good over from Asad. Just 4 runs came on that over from him. Super 11 90. Loss of 7 wicket. The Lexus are getting their grip firmly on this game. 7 more overs remaining in this game, and Super 11 are far behind in this run chase. 118 run required still in the remaining 7 over.
As Deepak Bhai rightly mentioned, that the Super 11 are far behind to what Lexus are there at the moment, because they are marching ahead. Look at Mario, he's just out there, 2 of 4. The other end, Burhan, 3 of 4, both the batters. And the smart thing to do from Julius, he's got fielders closing in now to the youngsters, and especially against Mario. But again, you got to give it to this side, you got to give it to Mario. Zurian also a youngster, playing at this stage, at the highest form of cricket with senior team. And he's just learning as many years ahead of him as a cricketer, Mario Prabhu.
That's the good thing about both these teams, that they are giving opportunity to the youngsters to gain more confidence into the field when they are coming out against this type of such a quality outfield. That will be a confident booster for them. Good over so far from Zurian, just 1 run. This time Burhan plays back to the bowler. Zurhan, a fumble there by him, but not be costing any run there. Another dot delivery from him. Burhan is unable to find the gap. The fielders are still closing in. Another flighter delivery. This time takes an aerial route. Julius is going for it. He was unable to reach there in time. He's having a shy smile on his face. He did get his hand to the ball, but unable to hold on that one. Could have been a 3rd wicket for Zurain. Unfortunately, that has not been held out. Nonetheless, brilliant bowling from Zurain, giving away just 2 runs in 4 deliveries. Another flighter delivery, works it away straight to the fielder, and the batter will go for another run.
And this is what you would see more often now, 1s and 2s. Again, as I keep mentioning, both these batters wouldn't have that, the confidence to go for these big hits. Though I would see Burhan probably will have. Mario Prabhu relatively young to take the bowlers on. He's a very good bowler, and that's why he was being part of the side. Though he can be handy when it comes to nudging things around and getting those runs going in the form of runs, 1s and 2s. Any which way, Zurain is done with his 3 overs. It's 12 runs what he's conceded, picking up those 2 wickets. So end of those 14, the Super 11, 93 for the loss of 7.
So 6 over more remaining in this game, and still 105, 15 run required for Super 11 to get over the line, which is nearly impossible for them as they have lost too many wickets. And Usman has been brought back to bowl the over number 15, has conceded 11 runs in his first over he bowled. Will be bowling to Mario. Will be a test here for this youngster. Our fuller delivery. An appeal from the keeper, but umpire is not interested there. Looks like Mario has missed out an opportunity to put the ball away. It's not going to be an easy, as the ball is getting wet, it gets heavier, and to get under the line of the ball is very difficult. This time swing and a miss on the off. Good delivery from Usman. Testing the batter patience there. Mario is looking to get some runs from his bat. Another wrong one. This time played over the bowler. This time it came from the middle of the bat, and he's off the strike now. Which will bring Burhan on strike. Just 1 run in 3 deliveries so far in this over from Usman.
They're trying. He tries. He goes up in the air. That's 1 bounce towards the fence. After a long time, we see a boundary coming in. And Burhan will definitely be the man, because he will be able to get that run going. It was in the middle, and off she goes. It was 6. 100. It's 100 runs on the board for the Super 11. I thought it's a boundary, but it's a 6. So good one.
This time flicks it away on the onside by Burhan. A fumble there by Sai. But does well Zuren Ansari to cut that off and save some runs for his team. Couple of runs more added to the total for Super 11. Still 106 required and remaining 31 deliveries. Which will be a big task to ask for these two tail-enders. Here comes the final delivery from Usman to Burhan. Another wrong one. This time connects well. Just over the long on region and went all the way for a maximum. Another expensive over from Usman. He's not having a good day out there. He did consider runs in first over, and again here he considered 2 maximum in this over as well. A fuller delivery in the slot. Burhan went on his knee and works it away over the long on region for a maximum. Something to gain confidence and cheer his team up. That is the equation now. 100 run required and remaining 30 deliveries. They require some big overs from both these batter. That is the comparison at this stage. Lexus were 162 for none, whereas Super 11 108 for 7 wicket, which is the reason they have a lot of difference in this run chase. Zurain to continue his final over of his spell. Mario played with the straight bat. Zurain was unable to stop that one and will go for 1 run. That score moves on. 109 run for Super 11. Now the flighted delivery on the off. Works it away towards the long off region fielder. Usman does well to collecting clean, returning at the non-striker end.
Zurain would look to pick up wickets now. And the final over of his spell, he had a chance to pick up 3. Julius couldn't quite get to the ball, though he got his hand towards it. What happened here? It's a dangerous, waist height no ball to Mario.
Looks like the ball has been slipped away from Zurain's hand, since the ball is, since there is the outfield is very wet. The ball is getting wet and he's not able to get the grip on the ball, and that's the reason the ball goes over the waistline to the batter, and no ball has been signalled by the umpire. This will be a free hit coming up your way, and it will be Mario who will be playing that free hit delivery. He's definitely looking to work it away and looking to make it count. Will he able to get a boundary or maximum here? That will be the question. This time advances down the ground, was looking to work it away on the onside. Keeper was unable to collect it cleanly. Zurain has a shy.
I think it wouldn't matter because stumping it was a free hit. So he was upset. Zurain thought that there was a chance to get Mario, but that wouldn't have counted unless it was a run out.
Cuts it away on the offside, straight to the fielder, Farhan. Unable to collect it cleanly at the first attempt, and batter will go for another run. So still 2 more deliveries to go for Zurain Ansari to complete his bowling spell. Bowled brilliantly so far. Works it away on the back foot towards mid-on region. Ajiz Bhai fumbles there, which allow batter to go for another couple of runs. 116 on the board in 15.5 over. Too much to ask for this 2 tail-ender. It's just a formality remaining now. Lexus are all over in this game. Here comes the final delivery from Zurain. This time works it away towards the long on region. Fielder in the station, Tinagaran collects it and return at this non-striker end. So single to end the over number 16. With that, Zurain also completed his bowling spell of 4 over. Brilliant with the ball. 4 over, 21 for 2 to his name. Keeping the batter on the check. Taking those 2 crucial wickets to getting more firm grip on this game for Team Lexus. So Usman to continue his third over. Been expensive in the previous one. Will be bowling the over number 17 to Burhan, who is on 22 of 13 deliveries. On the other end, Mario's doing well, scoring 9 of 14. Also quicker one this time onto the stumps. Watchfully played back to the bowler by Burhan, who was intimating that he should have played towards the third man region. The asking run is gone up to 23. Works it away towards the long on region for another single by Burhan. Team Lexus won't be minding those singles and double. They knew that they have this game in their kitty and definitely going for a win here. But you cannot say anything until unless the last ball has been delivered. A flighted one this time. Fuller played along the ground and Julius running to his left to cut that off. Another single for Mario. So many things has been trying out there by Usman. Bowls those cutter, flighted, delivery, quicker one. Looking to contain runs here. Doesn't want to give away freebies. A quicker one this time. Fuller onto the onside. Zurain was quick to get to the ball but unable to collect it cleanly on the first attempt. Another single for Burhan. So 4 deliveries, 3 singles so far in this over from Usman. Now this time coming over the wicket to Mario. Gently pushes on the offside for a quick single. Fielder stationed there. Once again unable to get to the ball and on the first attempt. Thinagran looks like gets hit on his knee. That would have been hurt him for sure. Nonetheless, he has done the job for his team with this brilliant opening partnership with the captain and those 104 runs to his name. So 4 runs so far in this over. Here comes the final delivery. This time works it away towards its square leg region. Zurain Ansari giving it a chase. Eventually get to the ball and batter will go for another couple of runs. Good return at the striker end by Zurain. So 6 runs came in that over from Usman. 17 over completed. 123 for 7. Super 11.
So Ismail has been asked to continue. 16 runs in his 2 overs. There's Mario and Burhan still out there. So definitely will play those all 20 overs. Works it on the onside. Quick single. Looking for the couple. They get there. So it's about finishing off the overs and we're all set and ready, for the next match to happen, which is the Rising Phoenix Stars taking on the Team 11. So your perspective about the next game, Deepak Bhai, you know both the teams really well. What do you think? Who has upper hand between the two?
Well, I cannot say anything right now.
Don't be diplomatic. I know you're diplomatic. And you're being diplomatic, though your mic was off, so we'll have your word again. So let's not be diplomatic.
That's a good question actually from you, Jason. But I have seen that they have faced each other during the last Thursday, where that has been watched out, where Rising Phoenix Stars batted really well, especially that Mohammad Kashif, the new man who just landed in Kuwait and scored an unbeaten century against the mighty Team 11. Interesting to see what he will be doing it in today's game. This time works it away on the onside by Burhan and gets the boundary. Smile is not happy with the fielding effort there. Bowls a Fuller onto the pads and flicks it away. And ball Asad was unable to stop that one.
So we still want to get your answer. I'm still waiting for which team. I know you don't want to upset anyone. That's up in the air will be safe. So complete your answer, Deepak Bhai.
I think the team who will perform better will win the game. It's as simple as that. So I'll be in the favor of good game.
Yeah, he just don't want to upset because he has friends in both the camps. So he doesn't want to sound partial on the combox and look to be supporting one side. Nevertheless, we have one more delivery to go in this particular over. Ismail has given away a boundary, but that should have been stopped by that fielder. So not his mistake. It was a good delivery though.
Works it away on the onside by Burhan and gets... He's going for another one. Will that be a run out here? Oh, good return by the fielder Aziz Bhai. And once again, the question has been sent upstairs to check the run out. Vinu is looking half confident, half not sure. Looks like the batter have made it to the ground. This will be an interesting run out check. There you can see. Burhan does well to dragging his bat in the line in time. And there you can see the green light pops up. So another couple of runs added to end the over number 18. 134 for 7 is what Super 11 got on the board. So final 2 over remaining in this inning. It's just a formality remaining for Team Lexus. They knew that they have this game in their hand.
I feel they knew it at the end of that first inning itself when they got so much of a score and then they got the wicket of Irfan out. So Usman starts off with a wide 135 for the loss of 7 it is for the Super 11. 2 more overs to go. Mario Prabhu gets that on a full length or a full toss, I would say. So it's all about the formalities from here. Couple. So 10 more deliveries in this match. Mario has gone. Good shot. But straight towards the man, Aziz Bhai. I think they finished off really well and probably on time as well.
Yeah, we had a start delay earlier in this game due to the fog. But both the teams have done a phenomenal job. This time just landed in front of the fielder. Thinagran was unable to get to the ball. And batter will go for another couple of runs. Julius won't be minding it, dropping those chances. He knew that this is too late for Super 11 to get over the rope.
It's done. And no way can you win this match from here now. This match was done the moment... Honestly, the moment Irfan was out, I knew it was done.
This time he connects well and sends the ball all the way out of the park for a maximum. Once again, Burhan connects well. And getting those scores for his team to get to a good total on the board. Instead of leaving the game one way. Here comes the final delivery from Usman. Been expensive tonight. Works it away on the onside. There is a fielder in the deep. Sami does well to cut that off. So single to end the over number 19 with that. Usman also completed his bowling spell of 4 over. Been expensive to today's game. Giving away 45 runs in his 4 over. Was also unable to take any wicket. Super 11, 147 for 7 after 19. So final 6 deliveries is coming your way. And this is going to be Sameer Tajuddin who will be bowling the final over for Team Lexus. Definitely Julius and the company will be pumped up. They knew that they had their game. They were waiting for this for a long time. They have been playing really well cricket throughout the tournament, and in the end, Here they are, the deserving this victory. Completely outplayed Super 11 in today's game. First with the bat and later on coming with the ball. Their bowler have done phenomenal job with to putting more pressure in this run chase. Fuller delivery works it away towards the fine leg region. No fielder in the deep. Ball might not reach to the boundary rope. As
I think that it has. No. It hasn't. Just before the boundary line. And it's probably it's because of still the dew, I think.
Yes,
because we haven't had sunlight so far.
That's the reason the ball has slowed down and did not reach over the boundary rope.
And even you see Samir wiping that off his jersey so that he can grip the ball. And that's been the issue, which I think the Super 11 faced in the first inning because it was very heavy dew. At 6 o'clock in the morning, towels were on. They weren't able to grip it. And the ball was skidding on really well to the batters.
Another thing is the Team Lexus, what they have done good thing is they did not go for a wicket. They tried to keep the ball in line, trying to keeping it away from the batter. On the other, when Super 11 was bowling, they were going for the wicket. In that process, they were giving so many loose deliveries and where they have been punished by Thinagran and Julius.
Yeah, they were giving the half volleys, slower ones, full tosses. So somewhere that took them down. And the drop catch, I would say, from Srinath himself, where Thinagran was on 47, he ended up scoring 50 more runs. So that was the whole difference. And that's the difference between them winning and losing, because Super 11 are definitely going to are losing this match. They're losing the finals with 50 plus runs, and that's the difference which Thinagran added to the scoreboard.
So still 3 more deliveries to go. This time half volley from Samir onto the stumps. Heaved it across the line towards long on region for another single by Burhan. So 2 more deliveries remaining in this game. And the game is done and dusted for Super 11. Julius will be delighted. And he knew that he's just 2 deliveries away to get his hand to the trophy. Here comes Samir to Mario. Slower one once again, driven along the ground towards the long on region. Thinagran does well. Another single added to the total. So final delivery of this game. And Julius and team is preparing for the celebration. Julius is looking very calm and composed, stationed at the cover region. Here comes Samir to Burhan. A fuller delivery on the off. Burhan was looking to go hard at him. Played back to the bowler, and that's the end from this game as Lexus have won the game comfortably by 54 runs. Completely outplayed Super 11 in both the way, with the ball and with the bat as well. Handshakes all around the ground. Have a look at the Julius. He's having a smile on his face.
That's another victory for him in another tournament that he's helped his team get over the line. And what's a formidable side this team Lexus is. Similar players, a lot of experience, and they know how to control their nerves in those big finals.
Absolutely, another feather to the hat of Julius. And there you can see the Malrick and team who was in the dugout to support their side comes out for handshakes. Although they were missing the services of Sunil Raja, but Thinagran makes sure that he gets his team over in this important finale. Have a look at the batting summary of Super 11. Irfan departed after scoring 17 of 11. Rishan 10 of 7. Saud on a duck. He was retired, did not came out to bat. Syed 16 of 15. Srinath 8 of 6. Najmul 22 of 23. Syed 1 of 5. Zahid Abdul on a duck. Burhan and Mario stays unbeaten, 48 of 29 and 18 of 22 in the bowling department.
In the bowling department, there you had Samir, 1 wicket for himself. Usman without a wicket. Sai got a wicket. Ismail had a wicket. Asad and Zurain picking up 2 wickets each, and it was Asad who was the pick of the bowlers. I would say 2 wickets for 11 runs in those 3 overs. 30 next has been given by the bowlers overall in those 20 overs, eventually stopping the Super 11 for 153. So that's it from the KCC OASIS tournament 2025-2026 Edition 1 It's the Lexus who are the rightful winners and will go on to grab that trophy. So that's it. We have the next match, which is the Phoenix Rising Stars, who take on the Team 11 in a couple of moments from now.